people have been sleeping on Karrion Kross for quite some time, dude. Ever since he's been on the main roster. But, you know, for obvious reasons. And that's because for some reason, the man at 3H has not found anything really that important for him to do. I mean, he's played around in the Final Testament for a while, which I'm going to get to. He's played around and, you know, just doing some things on his own for a little minute with Scarlett, but it wasn't working out. You know, his in-ring wasn't really that great, so it can't speak for itself. Kross is that type of guy, or his character has always stood out more than his in-ring work. That's for sure. I mean, from these releases that we just heard from, people that was let go, like Blair Davenport, Cedric Alexander, Giovanni Vinci, which is criminal to me that they let Vinci go. How the fuck do you bring this man back with his old NXT gimmick just to still let him go? We could have found something for him, man. I gotta do a whole separate video on Giovanni Vinci. That one took me, man. Ugh. But point is, AOP, the Authors of Pain, was in that list of people who were released. My question is, now that this is the case, now that Kross has a second chance to be on his own, on the main roster again, is this gonna be the open door that he needs to allow Triple H to give him a chance to really rock with the momentum he's built from the Final Testament? I'm just curious. I'm just curious because here's my thing. Now, from these releases we just heard, again, AOP was included. Isla Dawn. Why would you ever want to, you know, now they let us see that fat ass on TV? God, boy. Let me hurry up and do this review before this turns to something else, y'all. I'm gonna have to have a meeting with my right hand soon. But why would they do that to us? Taking Isla Dawn off TV. Shame on you, TKO. Shame on you. But, you know, AOP being one of those names mentioned, it just made me think, like, is this the year for Karrion Kross to really stand out? Is this the year that now that all of the color is out of the way, that Karrion Kross can get his push? Because he's pretty much been like that devil on the shoulder for everyone. He's the reason that Drew Mack turned heel, right? You can make a valuable explanation as to how we got there. He whispered in Drew's ear, he whispered in the New Day's ear. Now he's whispered in Shinsuke's ear, you know, things like that. And is Triple H going to capitalize off of this opportunity and finally give Karrion Kross his needed push that I believe he deserved since day one? But this little side story that he's been doing in the background, man, you know, just influencing other wrestlers to make certain decisions, whether good or positive, mainly negative, turning them heel. Is this gonna be something that Triple H can find a way to play off of and, you know, turn Karrion Kross into one of those final boss characters, man? I mean, really put enough care behind this dude. I will make him a final boss type of character. I will legitimately make Karrion Kross the reason for every man's downfall on the roster. And I will have him get transferred to another brand to be able to do the exact same thing over there. But Karrion Kross can be like that seed that's spreading throughout the entire roster. He's, you know what, I think if you go back to a social media post that Kross made not too long ago, well, it was a nice little minute ago, a few months back, he was talking to the NXT version of himself, and he was saying, "Do we go back to that?" Or something. It was pretty fucking cool, man. You guys got to see it. I can't put it into words. Me trying to put it into words wouldn't even do it justice. But y'all got to go back, Karrion Kross's Twitter account. You know, just go through his posts and, you know, go look at one of those videos he did. And he was talking to his former self, his old character, his psychotic character, basically. And the psychotic version of himself was telling the current version of himself that it's time to spread this throughout the entire roster. You know, to spread the poison throughout the entire roster. This is what you came here to do because they didn't believe in you. And that's true. No one believed in Kross. You know, when he first got up there. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to overlook Kross. So maybe this is Kross's way of getting back at everybody who overlooked him, or the management, because he, in that social media post, he actually referred to more of the management than the talent who overlooked him. This is his way of getting back at the talent from management overlooking him by spreading poison throughout the entire roster, influencing people's decisions, Triple H can capitalize off of something cool like this. Make him a final boss type character, build him up, put a world title on him, only after you give him weeks and weeks of television, you give him weeks and weeks of storylines that can actually stick, not just him showing up backstage and messing with people. No, you give him one person to focus on, give him that one person to feud with, and then you can give Kross some really cool backstage segments and promos alongside it, man, to really build what he's trying to do. Whatever he's trying to do, whether if it's a Devil Wears Prada type gimmick, I don't know. Whatever Devil on Your Shoulder type of gimmick, I don't know. Whatever he's trying to do, this can make it more convenient for him if they just give him the time to really put the work into this character. I believe he could pull it off. I do. Look at how he's influenced the bloodline. You know, he came in and told them TikTok. He basically predicted the end of the bloodline, and that happened. He bust out the time capsule, and that happened. He predicted the breakup of the New Day, and that happened. They dropped Big E like a sack of potatoes. He predicted the heel turn of Shinsuke, which happened. Shinsuke is now a dark character. You know, I can go on and on and on. Carmelo Hayes, you know, I can go on and on and on, dude. This is The Miz, by the way. He influenced The Miz. I can go on and on and on. And this is something that I feel 3H should capitalize off of. That's just me. It's 2025, and I'm thinking with AOP gone, along with those other sad releases, because nobody likes to lose their job. Now that AOP is gone, this will give Triple H probably the time to be able to focus on Kross a lot more and build that character. You can take that character and you can make him into like a low-key Undertaker-esque type of character, bro. If you really, really, really wanted to. You know, he could be on some Ministry of Darkness type of stuff with Scarlet. He could build a new family, you know, and they can really bring out that aesthetic of Kross. You know, that's just my opinion. But let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comments. Do you prefer for Kross to continue to do what he's doing now? And would you prefer to see Triple H give him a push based off of what he's doing now? Or are you like other people and you kind of want to see him scrap whatever he's doing now? You kind of just want to see Kross do completely away with what he's doing. Maybe you want to see him go back to the NXT version of him, the psychotic version of Kross that we all love, the ass kicker. Maybe you want to see that side of him again. Me, I'm right there with you. But at the same time, I try to take whatever we're given now and I try to move forward. You know, like that's what I would do. That's how I would book it if, you know, I was in charge, or if they gave me the pen to try to write this shit. If you try to tell me, here, take this current character of Kross, let's turn chicken shit into chicken salad. That's where I be coming from with my takes in these videos. That's where I come from. I try to take whatever chicken shit that they serve up, whether that's AEW or WWE, and I try to book these things, try to turn it into chicken salad. So that's what I would do. I'm not going based on the merit of what I would do if he was a different character. That's just my take on what I would do with this version of Kross. But again, that's my take on it. Let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. I just been super curious about this for the longest time, and now that it looks like he has an opportunity to try to capitalize on this, where do y'all think he goes next? Personally, I think they're fine with exactly what they're doing right now. They just need to take what he's actually doing on TV, and the one thing that can possibly get him over finally is if the commentators in WWE actually acknowledges this, what we're talking about, actually acknowledges the character work that he's putting in right now. If they acknowledge it and say it verbally on TV, what he's doing in these backstage segments, and actually bring it to the forefront, I think this will be the key for Karrion Kross to really get him over to that next level. That's just a neat thing. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Big deuces. Peace out. You already know. We out this bitch. See you.